Sierra Leone trend. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to Salon Turntable. This is a brand new podcast brought to you by Maxbox Media. And me and one of our hosts, Anna Caesar, and this is my co-host,
Okaskami.
And together with a Kawutuna, different topics, insightful conversations ranging from sports and
entertainment, social media topics, like everything really happen in and out of Sierra Leone. Hello everybody, welcome to episode 4 of Salon Turntable. Mina, you only host for today, Okaskami, unfortunately. Today we do an episode about mental health. As we all know, we just passed Mental Health Day which was on the 10th of October. So because of that, I get two beautiful guests with me here. I go make the introduce themselves, starting with me, right?
Hello, I am Dr. Evelyn Awa Kamara. I'm presently working at Kisi Mental Home as a medical officer.
Hi guys, my name is Rebecca, and on a personal level, I'm an entrepreneur and a travel content creator. Professionally, I'm a grants and programs manager for the Social Innovation Academy, and little things here and there, basically.
Okay. So about mental health, the conversation in Sierra Leone, I feel like the main thing, unfortunately, for we now, Boku people, they don't know what's in mental health, the awareness, no, they like that. So I want to start by, for actually define what's in mental health.
So for me, I can talk about health before talking about mental health.
Okay.
Because according to WHO, health is a state of complete physical, mental, and social well-being, not merely the absence of disease or affirmity.
Yeah.
So not like where you see person sick, malaria, typhoid, etc., even the mental states, okay? And this is what people don't know much about.
Exactly.
So in terms of mental health now, we include we psychological, even with social output. It affects how we think, how we feel, and how we act.
Yeah.
Okay, that is very important. And then it help with that. When you're mentally insane, you will make poor choices.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's basically it.
Right.
Yeah, I feel like that really sums it all up, really. It's such a perfect definition. But then one thing Waki mostly, when people talk about this, even when they try to raise awareness, then they say mental health is real. So for me, I can say mental health is real or mental illness is real also one. So I think apart from just the definition, it's really a word and dictionary problem. It goes down to just defining words and using words properly, apart from just saying, okay, this is what it is. So it's definitely goes back to education, school education, not just mental health education.
From very lower level.
Yes.
Yeah, I agree.
So from that education upwards. So I think there's a lot of awareness and proper awareness that needs to be done about it.
I agree with Dr. Evelyn.
Yeah.
Boku people they know they try for what would they say health, right? That they omit the mental side of it.
Yeah.
Like how you say, all man, especially in this part of the world, we all feel say everything about health now. Waiting they do you physically.
Yes.
They'll say you wound or you sick.
Yeah.
Then kind of things. Then they, but thinking about the mental side, obviously in almost equally, if not more important. Your choices.
It is.
Even the physical health, people don't even take them as serious in a salon. If they not see you look like you want die.
Yeah.
If you're not 60
yeah,
points,
if
you're
you
not
not
able to do something.
Yeah,
like
don't-
you're not
they
really
don't.
sick. So even the physical health, it's being neglected. So imagine now the one way it's completely cannot be seen well until it gets to that bad level. So
Yeah, and
have
if you
to
not
think
get
about
somebody
that.
we understand things in there,
It
then go
just-
look you funny way they try for explain, how they feel or whatever. So we don't talk about some physical health conditions like how you say malaria, typhoid, and things. And they within are some of them mental health conditions.
Disorders, no?
Disorders.
Okay, so just before I go there, I just want to add to it.
Yeah.
It just be the same. The terms and use terms
Yes.
for use. So mental health is just health.
Yeah.
Okay. So when you get issues with your mental health, you can say poor mental health, or poor mental state, or mental health disorders or conditions, something like
right,
that.
right.
Okay. So some of the disorders
anxiety, depression. I mean,
Yeah.
depression is supposed to be the number one. Depression, anxiety, and for this country where we did so, PTSD, I think
Yes.
post-traumatic
Yeah.
stress disorder,
Yes.
because we
Yeah.
all know from the multiply, the war, the corona, the Ebola,
That.
we have lots and lots
Tough
That.
times.
of tough times.
Yeah,
Yes. Bipolar disorders, mood, even eating disorders. Like
Yes,
we have
there's
lots.
that.
We have a whole lot.
There's that.
Yeah.
Which can cause them in there? Obviously, like stress, eat like which then you think say medically, right, can cause. Is it just
Comments.
only personal experiences, or
Is it possible for me to born pussy with them?
Yeah, so
All
I
that, yeah.
think first off, genetics.
Yes.
Right? You can inherit some form of conditions.
Yeah.
And then also we coping mechanisms are different. Because Boko people experience war.
Yes.
Or more just talk until we experience war. Don't be
Right.
let's say corona, Ebola.
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
Boko people experience them, but it not affect everybody the same.
Right.
Because people then get different coping mechanisms. Let's say corona, because at that time they get locked down.
Yeah.
Okay, even then they can cause people then for slip into mental issues.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
So the coping mechanism, people and genetic makeup different, people and coping mechanism then different. And also some people are putting effort into self-care.
Yeah.
Others are
Not
not.
a-
They don't
yeah.
even know that,
Yeah.
it's a thing. So
Yeah.
there are a lot of other factors, including the fact that there is poverty, other things that we can't
Yeah.
control.
Especially
yeah.
There's that.
So
I'm glad the way you bring up like the COVID. That's something where I make we actually
Yeah, that.
exactly.
That
Bro,
was
the
a
COVID time, like how you say, Boku people then get different coping mechanisms. Let's say, for example, we or others we don't use for mix with others, like going to work.
Yeah.
You day like in that sort of a communal environment, and there's this lockdown. You're home alone. Most people, some people they're not able to handle, and they make you fall in this like depth of loneliness. We go
Yeah,
cause
definitely.
Yeah,
whatever.
depression.
I still remember COVID. The only two way make me cope with her was a very particular WhatsApp group.
Exactly.
Like it was crazy. Like we would just
Yes.
chat. Imagine you used for go out every day. You get this very regular lifestyle, and then abruptly you just can't. I feel like for we Africa, it was even better at that time because you could still get neighbor or family you like checking up on you. But like generally, like the rest
There's
of the
feeling
world,
of community was
Exactly.
really shown at that time.
exactly. The rest of the world, people then be really just shut out on their own, and then they really affects them. Ebola, I not feel them as much, but then like definitely for like the PTSD, the post-war, we get people then way like during the Christmas thing, old people they not ever like banger.
yeah.
Yes,
Like
well,
fireworks.
that exactly.
Yes,
Be-
yes.
basically because
that
they,
make
they
you
go into
remember.
anxiety whether they hear then kind things then they so now all the half issue their way regarding mental health.
And if they get
mental health.
pressure,
Even
yeah,
worse.
die, yeah,
Even
and they
worse.
can get attacked.
Exactly.
And
or
one
something.
thing where we can always say in our salon is that we can bluff with her. It's a good thing. We can say we're not resilient people. Then like we take whatever comes our way. But sometimes I think about it. I say, are we really resilient, or we just take cover and we are waiting for a point where people then just they burst out? Because if you notice, right, people are spiraling. Like
Yeah.
you go see person, you say, hey, this person like out of nowhere.
Yeah.
You don't like
It'd be
this
very
don't happen
normal
to her.
yesterday, then
It'd be
suddenly-
okay. This is because they don't be so
Yeah.
resilient.
Yeah.
Ebola don't come, this don't come, hardship, the dollar they go up. We're just like, okay.
Just
okay.
consuming
Like
everything.
tomorrow I go grab, I go. Tomorrow I go
And
grab,
nobody
I go
know
go.
they like for talk to because they get this saying
Exactly.
all man get on.
Exactly.
You
So
take you and can jam it. Something like that. I don't know the
so
saying
even
anyway.
even though there's this feeling of community, definitely, but this narrative of we are very resilient people is definitely silently killing us.
And they do
in
more
really
harm
the
than
cheaper
good.
way at we mental health, because we don't talk about these things. They go say, hey, this happen. So even when I not be doing at the concert, I feel like salon caused me more stress than
Being outside.
everything
That-
else.
yes.
It caused me more stress. Like going into a new country, adjusting, meeting new people, didn't know the language. Salon stressed me past that because I could be lying down. Then go tell me say they don't shoot you under. Now I'm thinking, me one family dinner that country
Yep.
day. Like me one life, me friends them. and they're like, oh, this they escalate. People they dip and go to the parliament, and I'm like, waiting they happen. So and people then go always. It came to a point where I was like, nobody enough to talk to me. Like people then from other countries, they will go in our school, they will come. Oh, how you do? Like checking up on you. Like it was so constant. Like I'm like, na salon no more na country.
Na be like the same with
you
me.
know. So it really like makes me think about, oh yes, we're resilient, but is it really resilience or we're just like moving on and waiting to explode at some point? We're definitely waiting to explode.
I mean,
It would definitely happen.
it would definitely happen if you
Yes.
don't get anybody for what they call to for like
That guy was shooting himself, for example. Like I don't know if that's very explicit to say. When and send out the group, XF. So there's this soldier guy where like shoots himself.
yes.
Like that does not happen overnight.
So in the video, like obviously somebody made a video.
Yes.
The guy, and you see the video.
So
So a military guy, all gone, points up on himself,
himself,
and
yeah.
just pull the trigger. Right. Obviously, like how they talk, mental health issues,
I'm tired with
and
life.
outside the
God.
problem they start. It
Person
very
they say,
and be
"Shoot
very
yourself."
explicit in the video. We're
Okay,
like,
I see that
Yeah.
video.
Exactly.
I saw it.
so I feel like the person will do some kind of reverse psychology
Psychology.
Yeah.
for
Yes,
say
yeah.
shoot yourself.
Okay, I
No,
saw it. I
something like
remember that
no.
was my comment. I'm like, that is wrong.
Yeah.
Some not like I think other people did. Somebody be they say no do am. The other person say shoot yourself.
Shoot yourself.
Yes.
I feel like then they make the person actually shoot
Test
himself.
am, yeah, yeah.
Now
Yeah.
now you're trying to test me.
Yes,
Now
yeah.
you think say I not go do am.
And that thing is so
I say that
immediate.
You know they know people in mental states. Person no go just grab take gun say they shoot himself. You think
don't-
say the person
Exactly.
all right.
Exactly.
If that like if you not get anything for do, no trigger.
Yes.
Like don't trigger the situation. Then it be so wrong. I saw
Yeah.
it like it was
Then
so
they
wrong.
take we like
you
we
can't.
really don't know how to handle
Handle,
things in there.
yeah.
Nah, like
don't
especially in
know.
this part of the world. And other important thing with Abuan, how you also touch on them briefly on your definition of the whole thing, yeah? Mental health and physical health.
Ugh.
How they interrelate. Like how important is it? Like because one they go with the other.
Yeah, mental health they go with physical health they go with mental health. If you are like if you physically sick, especially with chronic illness or long term persistency,
true.
like you will slip into mental
Yeah.
like issues,
Yeah.
like depression, for example. Okay, and then also if you mental health
Okay, yeah, definitely.
you're not
You're
going
going
for you
down.
take care of yourself.
Yeah.
Na Sansan
Properly,
and
so
beach.
yeah, it's
Basically.
possible that you can, be affected
Yeah.
physically.
Because I know some people, I can see random tweets about that. Like exercising helps a lot.
Yeah.
Like eating healthy, obviously. Just moving. Like
Eating healthy is very hard in Sierra Leone, by the way.
and expensive. Thank you very much.
I say it was expensive.
Like
It's
it's very expensive. What? Like it's crazy. Like my health was at 100%. So I have PCOS, which I think is also something that affects my mental health. But then my body was in check. We are not really in a salon because the cheapest things were fruits and vegetables and healthy things to eat. The tea way for where you are going to spend money were fast food. Like if I eat fast food, that means say like I get money weekly.
Yeah.
So like I will eat tomatis, salad, and
And at the
know
opposite
diet.
all
side.
that. And my body was in check. My hormones were like on point. The moment where I land in this country at the airport,
Everything changed.
like everything just changed. It's
now,
not
now
even a joke.
almost like a privilege
So
for
the
able afford for
atmosphere,
it.
I feel like even the atmosphere in a salon, there's this, I don't know if not everybody they feel, but like when you walk around, you feel this tense, like almost, is it going to break? Like it go broke, you know what it broke, like when them puts glass, like with glass broke, then join them together
Yeah.
with glue. You're like, at any time, this is going to like
Explode.
Small thing happen, you're like, flights for I need for come on at this country, like
Yeah.
I need for move with me.
I make you
family.
always
So,
say, you know,
I
ever there.
understand. Like I understand what you just say, but it goes back to the points you were making initially.
yeah.
Because we seem for be very resilient, and
yeah.
strong and tough, we dey work out with so much that at any point in time, anything can just, you know.
You go cause you.
I was actually having a conversation
all man
with
effects when it
somebody
comes to-
recently.
They go best.
Everybody at one na salon.
Road rage. And a big example is that everybody is angry
Yeah.
on the road.
You drive somebody bad, they get
They go
cost.
cause
Like you think about that, is not common. It's not a common phenomenon. Like it's common as salon,
Na
but it's
salon
not
because
common. People they
we are
don't take
stressed.
so much rage. We say, hey,
small
they kind
thing.
of
Small
first
thing we don't
set.
escalate.
As you
Small
step
thing.
out of the house,
Yeah.
some
Yo,
Sunday with the
it's
morning.
honestly.
If not so Edson internet like
About that. They all affect women's
All-
states, by the way. Let me just say
literally.
this here.
they all nah, they,
Edson.
they, none of them any help. None of them any help.
They don't help women's states.
What? It's a lot.
Anyway,
It's a lot.
onto like the stigmas, right? Like obviously we don't talk about the stigma in society. Obviously we the evidence span the video we go around recently.
Yeah.
But with him, people don't also realize now stigma in families. People don't really talk about and within families. And now I'm glad the way more awareness is on there about this. Also workplaces. Now some
yes,
offices they don't begin put like as a more important
Important
something.
thing, yeah.
Like I don't know if offices in the way
They're
actually they
supposed to
hire
provide for that.
like
yes.
I wouldn't say therapists, but at least
Possible.
professionals who you for talk to that is on site in the office. If you get work with it stress you.
Yeah.
But like how is it like personally with families? I mean
I think I mean the stigma is everywhere.
Yeah.
For starters first. With families, the workplace, among friends, like it's just everywhere. But again, with the rise in the awareness raising aspect, I think it only begin for,
they get better.
small, even like that, we're taking baby steps.
Yeah.
So first, I remember like where I just at fourth year medical school, at the first year we were like be introduced to psychiatry.
Yeah.
We get for do with some mental health aspect, and I loved it. I not be actually really too sure of a pathway, but I be just like so I discussed with the family, like I had the lecturer like as a mentor and stuff like that. Gosh.
At Christmas, you are going to take care of.
Exactly. Like
Yes,
people just
man.
naturally associate mental health
and
with
Chris.
grace.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
So
Yes.
it's that first. And so I get it. I mean, from the family aspect, they worry about me safety because
Yeah.
we're dealing with,
Yeah.
Mad people.
But anyways, it was but it don't better now small because now I'm working there, with the awareness raising. I mean, I don't keep on explaining and it's like everybody prone to having mental like issues, because you get for stress.
You get for-
everybody
like-
like the place,
It's
the
just
way the
going to
country
happen.
just there, you just everybody like gets one way or even anxiety, something that I know
Something
most
the way
people
they,
get
like,
anxiety.
they put you
I
on
have
edge.
anxiety.
Most.
So most people have anxiety and they don't know that it's a
It's
Like
an
we not
actual
realize
issue.
for saying that in
Yeah.
we get until
or maybe we not even know that it's a mental
Say that's okay,
issue.
yeah, that's
Yeah,
okay.
like it's common. It's
Not
not like
normal.
it's not normal. Yes.
Yeah.
when they
So we
gaslight
all get-
yourself for say na basic.
What?
Yeah, maybe not as the awareness case in part, or maybe some people don't want to accept denial. I don't know, but I think it's mainly the awareness raising aspect.
Yeah.
And then in the workplace or among friends, if somebody gets mental issue, try for share the stigma. As I say mental issue, I don't even mean the extremes, as in
The basic
yeah, just the basic.
stress, the
People will
basic
just come out
stress.
and be like, now this the one are you
Yes.
like they expect you to cope, use their like cope. How then they
Be
cope?
resilient.
Oh, yeah.
It's different.
Yeah.
To be
Our
resilient.
coping mechanisms are different. Like we all
Exactly.
just different. So if somebody's something, like, I think at least they make people and know they speak out.
Yes,
Like this is
because
one
the
reason
stigma, yeah.
because of the way that they look at them. People expect you to be strong, and so you can't break down to them. All of them thing and they, and it's not good. Even in the workplaces.
Yeah.
Even in the workplaces, I feel like it depends on the workplace, but it's kind of even worse.
Yes.
It can be worse.
don't
You can get so much work help.
Workplaces in general are toxic.
Exactly.
Like without the waiting, like on their own.
Yeah.
Like on their own itself.
You can report being
it's
physically
toxic.
sick. You can't take excuse for
Yes.
being
Yeah,
mentally.
you can't.
And they expect you for be functional. You can't function if your mental state is
It's bad.
bad.
Yeah.
Like you can't function. You go do mistakes. The work not going to be done. The productivity level will be reduced.
And
So-
all down they go fall back on you if you don't do your job well.
yeah,
Like you are
so
the
I
same
think
person.
yeah, and
Yeah.
I'm glad that this year the theme like it's time to prioritize mental health in the workplace. I just hope say, especially in Sierra Leone, we put into
Prioritize.
action. We prioritize people in mental state because it's very important for the output of the entire association organization, right?
Exactly.
So therefore, give people I don't know whatever works, but day off.
insurance or
weekly,
therapy,
all
Yeah.
of that,
things
and
like
incorporate
that.
that into the system. That if person gets something where they do them, they can consult a professional.
Yes.
But
Also,
then people
go
for
professional because this is not a personal experience. So in a workplace, when I started working there, I've been able to do a period of internship kind of. So I've been able to do on ground, and this is me moving from the first country where I'd already get culture shock, Rwanda. I was now in Uganda, and not just in Uganda, in rural Uganda. And I feel like even now, Uganda is just bottom of my list because of like that particular experience. So I went there, definitely me a city girl. Even though the salon I come on, like they would say, okay, you can't repo. But like me a city girl. I know
You know, say that word is city girl get totally different meaning on the internet. Yeah.
Well, you know what I mean. That city I call. But then now I'm in like a very rural area with people who are thinking very differently to how they think. Down to how they was be different. Because this is one thing I see posts in the so we can use like cup that salon, right? I go buy like a cup. Obviously, I don't use them for drink, but a cup for was. Me no saying a cup for was, so I don't go use them for drink. And it was so funny to other people. Like they provoke me for that, and I was like, "What's your method?" That they ended they use bills so.
And you're not even able to do that. There.
Culture
Like I could, but then I'm thinking this is harder.
Yeah.
Now then they tell me say you they use cup. So it was like at that day I make I realize say well it's just like different. We can both be right because that's how you've been doing it.
Yeah.
That's how I've been doing it. But then there was this system they had. But anyways, there's this system we didn't get where people then at the community. There was no like psychiatrists, but like there are people in the community where they go say that trusted people there like talk to. That was the absolute worst. It's like when they pick the most Kongosa people.
Not the area.
Like, it's like when they, and for me, because I've had an experience with that, and at that time I've been getting a therapist where I've been to talk to someone before, like I could say this is so wrong. Then people they're not bounded by law for keeping them people there so in secrets. They are in the community. Which means they're already influenced because they get in personal relationships with other people there.
Yeah.
So you go talk, you go waiting up to the person when I'm like private person. But me, I knew better than to tell me personal secret. But then for her, na be white lady and he be the volunteer. So I was like, you know what? I need this time to let this out, but then I'm just going to keep it at just what's happening here. Nothing about me life, me relationships and whatever, just waiting to happen here right now. So we had a walk one time. We worked out for a very long time and we were just talking. And I was like, oh, so at that time, and I understand, say, like, me not a scholar, because the place now, like, scholars, them, we train them for, like, do entrepreneurship. So now, saying, in no say, me not a scholar, I'm actually here to work, I'm transitioning to the organization. Can you believe the next meeting I went to, like, the organization I'm meeting, guess what they didn't tell me? That lady, she's working with us now.
Something where you only share with her.
Exactly. So I'm like, wait. And she was so interested and like, if you ask me about the period, but I don't share, first of all, financial information about myself. It's something I don't share at all, except in a very close person. So like, it was so it make her think back, say, oh, this person, they ask me this year. So
for your
so
personal.
BO, use that opportunity there for go talk to the boss and fending way for coming. Like I was happy for her, but then I'm like, this
not the information you kind of use you.
Now the information what I give you, now you use. So that happens a lot in a salon, like in the workplaces.
Like the people.
There are people salon just feel say if person big, that means say irresponsible or able to keep secrets.
Yeah.
Like we just normally think.
So there is that thing, like if you get an issue, now the big one you just go tell.
But
Which
the big one,
is
they can
maybe
go,
okay. So they take
it's
like say they don't get
all-
more experience, then they will
Yes.
tell you more. But now the thing about confidentiality, they make it very more advisable, obviously, for get professional help.
Yeah, because
Somebody
you-
that has been in
you
the
go,
field.
We
we
go
know.
to court where you take the business. you will go before now to the law.
Right.
Now, because that's not common. It's not a common practice.
Yes,
here,
it's not a
so I
common
think,
practice. So yeah.
Now make people and just they do any kind of thing and they are going scot free.
Yeah.
No, so it was really that happens a lot in that salon. So even the family, everybody, not the same person. It's just that they are grouped into different categories. Like what's not Sierra Leonean, we grew up here. Even we they try so hard for fete or lent in a way they don't instill in me, but they're there. So I'm telling you, you feel yourself, it happens. Even me as a feminist, I'm telling you, I go supposed to wear something. I go say, but then I remember I said, oh wait, you get a choice.
Yes. And we are trying to change the narrative, right?
Yeah. And then you put yourself back in check.
We all live fit that day. So
That's true.
even now to this day, my family does not know that I go to therapy. And then I feel like, but I can look them on at a point of pity. I can give them grace because I'm like, they do not know this. The best I can do is therefore explain it
To
and
them.
just move on with me life.
Yeah.
That's the best I can do.
Which is like the best anybody can do. Like how you do no more. 4th year, you mentor for can talk to your parents there, yes, about the whole
Yes,
thing. Like because teaching them is literally the only way
But
for like that acceptance.
especially wake out possibly they respect, say, okay, this is not big pussy, don't go far now the society. You can't put some before there.
But even with that, I mean, it took them some time for
For
for understand.
doing.
Yes, like
Yeah.
for understand. Even now that I'm working at Kisi, the one question they ask is first, "Are this you want to do? Like, are this you want? This career path you want?" I'm like, as of now, like, it's, and then they'll be like, "How the patient?"
Yeah.
You know, like when
They
you
don't
think about
ask,
working at,
yeah.
you understand? You know that
They go
some
feel say
patients
they
are
rub off on
disturbed,
you.
or like they care about your safety actually, but I don't know. So I'm like, there are different aspects, like there are different things, like when
That
there's a
can
mental,
happen, not
yeah,
just
not
don't
just
craze.
yeah. People
Craze,
go there, like
craze.
people that they work, we do outpatient based, not just the one that way don't get to that level where you need for do inpatient. We do outpatient based. People come, you talk to them, you console them, you tease with medication, different
So
methods, and then
they're actually
they
very
go.
new to me. So like
Same, I didn't know
right.
that.
So somebody
Oh.
can literally walk in at Kisi, right?
Yeah, we
And then they
evaluate,
say,
mental evaluation.
let's say I
diagnosing.
feel bad, I'm feeling stressed. I can walk in there and just explain my case. Something like that. Or is it like
Then you
that they refer you there for say like let's say you go to hospital, talk to a doctor and say, okay, go there.
You can walk in. You can walk in. Not to all man they give. You get the one that they give, but you can walk in. We get a psychologist. They can do counseling. I not to, because I just knew working there, not to know the
System,
procedure
yeah.
with that,
Yeah.
but they can offer counseling.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you can walk in, but the case that we don't see, like people come, some people they are being referred, but some people come and then we evaluate, we do normal assessments, clerk can assess the patient and then we diagnose you.
Okay.
If they need for admit you, then can admit you while we observe. If not, then can put you on. We can ask you for do different labs, test them, and then you can go calm. Depending on the situation, just
So
depend.
people are going, but nobody is talking about
actually
it.
going. That's the
Exactly.
thing.
Yeah.
I mean, it
So
was
all
kind
when
of
they go,
you
can't
know?
see those
Yeah. But then like if I like
think-
where people that they go
You know?
and then talk about the experiences
don't.
for
it's the
encouraging other
stigma.
people.
One of
then.
the things that the stigma. I should say some people like, no go one for
Say,
make people
like you
they
see
know
the
that
go,
yes.
yes.
Because even me when I try for Godi, what it is for Godi, or sometimes I just team up at the outside like people that they watch me like you Chris
Yeah,
you
like,
get
this
like
lady,
this
okay.
case they watch you that kind of idea.
Yeah.
Even if I'm right front the Kisi the more this guy for breaks like break. Then go for
You
time
know-
for judge me first.
Yeah.
Then go for watch, assess,
If
you
you-
know.
yeah,
before they
okay,
take-
if
So
you
sometimes I
cross,
go for walker
okay.
first, go down small.
Yeah.
Before I take bike, go down. Or while they climb up there, if you break and bike and like I go Kisi mental. First of all, people don't even know it's Kisi mental. I go for expert, I go
Kisi
Kisi mental.
Chris,
Who say
yeah.
I say Kisi mental? Who say
Kisi
I say
Chris, yeah.
Kisi? Who say I say Kisi mental? I don't want to say crazy hard because we want to
Yeah.
change and
Yeah.
it's don't make me
Exactly.
say it.
Yeah.
And then sometimes pastor will go for same because I want to go and I don't late. And they goes, so then I said no to so then they call day. I almost always they go educate me by money. Like always. Not so crazy hard. It's mental. People go there, people take medical, like an hospital, like just how people go seek physical health, like when you seek malaria or when you get whatever sick, you go now hospital. Why don't they put stigma to it? Like people just make it, you know. So I just that's one reason why make people then they go there and come on and then they talk about it. Because people will stigmatize them. So they're not they talk.
Mental health care and sexual reproductive health care. So then
right? These two
they say people they get HIV, they talk say this, like, but like nobody is talking about it. Like all man say, no, me. Where is even so? I don't know, man.
They do one business, but they get belly.
The data is saying people. So I
would have managed.
Somebody needs to talk.
How?
No, people are not talking.
Explain. Me, I'm very vocal about my mental health. Like even my last birthday, like I talked about my suicide attempt about 5 years ago. Like it was my birthday, like giveaway basically, because I feel like when you talk about it, the more you talk about these things, it becomes common. The people they hear all the time, they get used to I'm not in mind and say okay well this is it. So me just take as my own personal responsibility for talk about
especially like your own experience
and just talk about it, because people go say, oh, this girl, you look okay, this I say, well, okay.
People look okay, but they don't feel okay.
No,
let me
not.
tell you something. And then so most of the time when I do share, people become like more open to it. So I think
that we all responsibility for keep on, raising awareness one way or the other to be on circle any way we can. Even I remember like one mental health day. So aside for like me and my colleague, we try to do like some how do you call this thing now? Like documentary or video, just something of just video people, because we get a celebration at KCD. So for those video people, funnily enough, like I wasn't expecting the reaction. Look, most of the people, as we explained to, because obviously we seek permission, then they frown again. I'm like, how do you want to raise this awareness? We are all here now. Forget that for commemorate this day. We want for raise awareness. We want people to know. We want to change the narrative. How we want to change this narrative if we no one for talk about it?
There is a thing about raising awareness in Sierra Leone. A lot of we, especially the organization, the government included, they feel it stops around walks. Quick then Prince Polo. Prince Mana. Go walk on the street. Not day in the store. Not like until the next day, they do another day.
It's for the paparazzi. It's for the social media. They come here for posting. We don't do something, and there's more to it.
The one thing I really even stopped is like as Girl Up, we organization, and just like in the places that I work, is pulling out flyers when it's the day, because I don't know. For me, I feel like it's very hypocritical. Like
only pulling out flyers like just on the
only
day.
On that day. So me office will get like this health grant, right? So we get a learning grant where maybe they manage. But then it comes a time where it turned into an health grant, because I'm like, wait, people are learning, but they need to be healthy for learn. And then that stopped only at physical health. I said, well, it's not possible. Like this not makes sense. And then to a point it got to a learning health and like mental health, everything was included grant. So I'm like, if we are not even supporting the people that within the organization with the funds they will get, for me they're able to access the care they need for the mental health. Where mental health they come, we go post fire. Say your mental health, your choice. Mental health matters. Like
double standard.
Let's be honest with ourselves. Let's be very honest with ourselves.
Right. So I feel like we don't talk about the importance of professional help. I want me una deliberate or give una views on how community involvement, and you mentioned Girl Up just now, the grants and stuff. How community involvement and advocacy network, like these side organizations, how they important, who's kind change they will make, the role where they play.